Hey guys, my name is Kurayami and welcome back to another chapter of Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers. We're getting straight into chapter 7, so let's go. Angel awakened slowly to the wonderful aroma of good cooking. She tried to sit up, then gasped in pain. "Easy," a man's voice said, and a strong arm slid beneath her shoulders, raising her gently. She felt something put behind her to support her back and head. The dizziness will pass. Her eyes were swollen, almost shut. She could barely make out a man dressed in high boots, dungarees, and a red shirt. He was bending over a fire and stirring in a big iron pot. Morning light was streaming through the window in front of her. The light hurt her eyes. She was in a cabin not much bigger than her room at the palace. The floor was wood plank. The fireplace, multicolored stone. Besides the bed, she could make out the fuzzy shapes of a table, 4 linen shelves, a willow chair, a chest of drawers, and a big black trunk with blankets stacked on top of it. The man came back and sat down on the edge of the bed. "Do you feel up to eating something, Mara?" "Mara." She froze. Snatches of things came back. Magwan's beating, voices all around her, someone asking her. Her heart thudded in her chest. She felt her fingers. There was a ring on one. The throbbing in her head worsened. She swore softly. Of all the men in this world, it had to be him. "It's venison stew. You must be hungry." She opened her mouth to tell him where to put it, when pain shot along her jaw and silenced her. Hosea got up and went back to the fire. When he came to sit down again, he had a bowl and a spoon. She saw he meant to feed her, and she said something low and foul and tried to turn her head away, or even the simple movement proved too much. "I'm glad you're feeling better," he said dryly. Pressing her lips together, she refused to eat. Her treacherous stomach growled. "Feed the wolf in your belly, Mara. Then you can try fighting the one you think is at your door." She gave in. She was starving. The gruel of meat and vegetables she had spooned into her mouth was better than anything Henry had ever made. The throbbing in her head lessened. Her jaw ached horribly. Her arm was in some kind of sling. "Your shoulder was dislocated," Michael said. "You've got 4 broken ribs, a cracked collarbone, and a concussion. Doc didn't know if you had any internal injuries." Perspiration was dripping down the sides of her face from the painful effort of sitting up. She spoke slowly and stiffly. "So you got me after all. Lucky you. Is this home?" "Yes." "How did I get here?" "In my wagon. Joseph helped me rig up a hammock so I could move you out of the palace." She looked down the simple gold band on her finger. She clenched her hand. "How far am I from paradise?" "A lifetime." "In miles." 30. "We're northwest of New Halavita." He offered her the spoon again. "Try to eat some more. You need to put on some weight." "Not enough meat in my bones to please you?" Michael made no response. Angel couldn't tell whether her sarcasm got to him or not. It occurred to her blatantly that she might anger him, and this wasn't the best time to do so. She swallowed more soup and tried not to show her fear. He went back to the cooking pot and filled the bowl again. He sat at the small table and ate by himself. "How long have I been here?" she asked. 3 days. 3 days? You've been delirious for most of it. Your fever broke yesterday afternoon. Can you remember anything?" No, she didn't try. "I suppose I have you to thank for saving my life," she said bitterly. He went on eating in silence. "So what's it gonna be, mister?" "What do you mean?" "What do you want from me?" "Nothing for a while." "Just talk, right?" He looked at her then, and she felt uneasy at his calm. When he stood up and came towards her, her heart pounded hard and fast. I'm not going to hurt you, Mara, he said gently. I love you. It wasn't the first time a man had said he loved her. I'm flattered, she said dryly. When he didn't say anything more, she clenched the blanket in her fist. By the way, my name isn't Mara, it's Angel. You got to get the name right if you're gonna put a ring on my finger. You said I could call you anything I wanted. Men had called her by other names than Angel. Some nice, some not so nice. But she didn't want this man calling her anything but Angel. That's who he had married, Angel. And Angel was all he was going to get. The name Mara comes from the Bible, he said. It's in the book of Ruth. And being a Bible-reading man, you figured Angel is too good a name for me? Good's got nothing to do with it. Angel isn't your real name. Angel is who I am. His face hardened. Angel was a prostitute at Paradise, and she doesn't exist anymore. Nothing's any different now from what it's always been, whatever you choose to call me. Michael sat on the edge of the bed. It's a whole lot different, he said. You're my wife now. She was shaking with weakness, but she fought back. Do you really think that makes a difference? How? You paid for me, just like you always did. Paying the Duchess seemed the quickest way to get rid of her. I didn't think you'd mind. Oh, I don't mind. Her head throbbed. You better lie down again. She didn't have the strength to protest when he put his arm around her and removed the support from her back. She felt his hand, rough with calluses and warm against her bare skin, as he eased her back. Don't push it, he said, and pulled the blanket up again. She tried to get a good look at his face and couldn't. I hope you didn't mind waiting. I'm not up to showing any gratitude right now. She heard the smile in his response. I'm a patient man. His fingertips ran lightly across her damp forehead. I shouldn't have let you sit up for so long. You're not up for more than a few minutes at a time. She wanted to argue, but knew it was useless. He was bound to know she was in great pain. What hurts the most? Nothing I want you touching. She closed her eyes, wishing she could die so the pain would end. When he touched her temples, she drew in her breath. Relax. His caresses was neither exploring nor intimate, and she eased. By the way, he said, my name is Michael. Michael Hosea, in case you didn't remember. I didn't, she lied. Michael, not too hard to remember. If you want to. He laughed softly. She knew she had gotten to him that last night at the brothel. Why had he taken her away from Paradise with him? When he had walked out the door, she never expected to see him again. So why had he come back? What use was she to him like this? You're tensing up again. Relax the muscles in your forehead, he said. Come on, Mara. Think about that if you have to think about anything. Why did you come back? God sent me. He was crazy. That was it. He was just plain crazy. Try to stop thinking so much. There's a mockingbird outside the window. Listen to it. His hands were so gentle. She did what he told her, and the pain lessened. He talked to her softly, and she grew sleepy. She heard all kinds of men's voices before, but none like his. Deep, calm, soothing. She was so tired. She wanted to die and sleep forever. She could barely keep her eyes open. You and God better not expect much, she mumbled. I want everything. Your litany. He could hope all he wanted, and he could ask too. But all he was going to get was what was left. Nothing. Nothing at all. Alright guys, that was a short chapter for chapter 7. And let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you want to hear more, consider like, commenting, subscribing, but do whatever you want. I don't really care. I can't talk today. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!